Welcome back to the Happy Camper, coming to you from the beautiful mountains of southwest Montana. Today we're back out at Rocky Mountain RV, our sponsor, checking out some of their inventory. Today we were wandering around and we actually found a couple wildernesses that we're working on today, and this particular wilderness is the 2475BH. This is one of the shorter, lighter bunk travel trailers on the market that does have the big super slide out. And this is a very interesting little travel trailer. I'm really kind of impressed with it. The more that I look at it, the feel, the fit, the finish, when you're inside is a very, very nice feel. I'm going to go through the technical data while I'm right here at the top of the video, and I remember to do it so we don't forget to get you everything that you need to know about this particular unit and how it's laid out. This particular guy is a, like I say, the Heartland Wilderness 2475BH. The overall length is 28 feet 9 inches. Dry weight of 5,470 pounds. Hitch weight of 615 pounds. Exterior overall height of 11 foot 4 inches. The interior color on this one is Mystic, if that grabs your fancy there. Your fresh water capacity is going to be 52 gallons. Your gray water is going to be 37. Your black water is going to be 37. And your water heater capacity is going to be 6 gallons. GVRW on this unit is going to be 7,400 pounds. So all that to say that, this unit is easily towable in your half-ton category. It's going to fit all of your full-size SUVs, all of your half-ton pickups, and even some of the mid-size SUVs and some of that type of thing that are on the market. So that kind of gives you the idea. This particular unit is for the person who has small family and wants to get out camping, doesn't want to pull something real big behind them. Might be your first time trailer that you're just not comfortable pulling anything bigger, or you just simply like to get in the backwoods further than what you can do with a very large travel trailer. So on the walkthrough here, we're gonna start right here at the entry door. I'm gonna go clockwise around the trailer, give you the most logical view and walk around the unit so you can see it kind of in all of its places. We don't miss anything as I can, and that's what we always try to do here. We're just a simple guy out here trying to bring you some information on units. If you're out there, you're looking for an RV, this might be your first purchase and you just don't know what to do. I'm not a polished guy. I'm not going to pretend that my footage is super high quality. I'm just going to walk you through a unit. I'm going to give you my 20 plus years experience in the RV industry's opinion on things, and that's simply all I'm doing here. This is 100% my opinion, but I do base it on some facts and some experience with the RV industry. So that's kind of where we are, and that's what we're doing. If you're looking for something, we really appreciate you helping out our sponsors. Anytime it makes sense for you to shop with them, we'd really appreciate that, as they do a great deal for us to help you bring you this information. Right here in the kitchen is going to be directly inside the entry door, and it's a nice kitchen for a bunkhouse. Again, you're never going to see a huge amount of countertop space. You're never going to have a huge amount of storage in a unit like this, but it is ample. It is workable, and that's the important thing. So the sink here is on a corner angle system, so you got some countertop around it. It's a little better than you see in a standard bunk kitchen. Down below it here, we do have some full extension ball bearing roller guide drawers that'll come all the way out of the cabinet. We have, again, some lower storage here around the back. And then up above we have, and this is an acrylic sink, and it's a 2-bowl, one on each side, and then we do have the little cutting board / sink covers to flush off the countertop, give you a little bit more space here if you're food prep and that kind of thing. Nice gooseneck high-rise stainless steel faucet. That's a single lever. It has a little pull-out sprayer on there, so that's a very nice faucet for a unit like this, kind of in this particular price point. Up overhead, you're going to see some storage cabinets up here. You'll see that they don't do a center style here, so it gives you the full amount of width to be able to get stuff in and out without fighting around a piece of wood there. And the reason a lot of companies will do that is so they don't have to have their cabinet doors mesh up exactly up this gap. If you had a big wide gap here with a piece of wood, you don't notice if a cabinet door is not hung exactly straight. Heartland does a nice job with their fit and finish. That's what allows them to be able to do that. Right behind that, you're going to see your standard microwave, range hood below that, and then down below that, of course, is our Suburban 3-burner gas top cooktop. And this does have the glass countertop cover, so it will it'll flush all that off again to the countertop. So if you're doing dishes, you've got room to set out your dryer and that type of thing. So you're going to see, of course, 3-burner gas top, and then this is going to be your standard 17-inch gas oven down below that. A lot of these companies will delete the oven in a unit like this. A lot of people in Montana just simply have to have an oven, and I'm kind of one of them. I love to cook when I'm out. I do a lot of Dutch oven cooking, but I also like to do just some standard RV oven cooking when I'm out with my kids and they just want something hot for lunch. A lot of times we'll pop something in the oven. I have a small tip on the ovens, and I'll show this in another video, but if you're used to an RV oven, especially these small 17-inch ovens that just don't have a lot of space in them, they'll burn a lot of things on the bottom. So what I do is I take the lid off of my Dutch oven, that big heavy cast iron lid, and don't travel it in there because it will break the inside of the oven. But once you're where you're going, you can slide that lid in, that big cast iron lid in over the top of the burner as a heat absorption and deflector, and that'll keep from burning things, and it'll make the oven cook a lot more even. I'm going to show that in a video at some point as well, but I thought it's an interesting here while we're talking about ovens, and especially these small ones. Right behind that is our Dometic 6 cubic foot gas electric refrigerator. Pretty standard refrigerator. Dometic's been on the market forever, since the RV industry has been in inception, so they know what they're doing in gas electric absorptions. So this of course is good for off-grid use. It will run straight off your 12-volt batteries. To run the gas burner, you can of course also plug it in at home, or if you're in a campground somewhere. Down below that, our furnace is mounted, and that's the air return. You do want to be careful with bags and that type of thing, not to set them in front of that air return so we don't block that off when you're using a unit like this. And in any unit, if you see that air return, don't block it off. In the back corner, we have the double over double bunks. You'll see that these are the nice big thick teddy bear bunk mattresses, and those are a nice little bed. Those will work very well for even up to adolescent kids. And you'll see in the top bunk up here, of course, LED light and window in each bunk, so they don't feel small inside at all. Same idea down here, LED as well as the picture window there in the back, so it's going to add some natural light in, and that's a nice thing to have in your bunks. You're also going to have, of course, your slide across privacy curtain. Directly next to that in the other back corner is going to be our bathroom. And this is some light on in here. There we go. The bathroom is going to be kind of your standard RV bathroom. Nothing real exciting. Nothing really out of the ordinary here. You're going to have your little garden-style tub. It does have, of course, the tub surround, the plastic tub surround to protect the walls, with the little built-in soap shelves and that type of thing. It does come just kind of your standard little shower curtain here. And then up above that, we do have a skylight as well as a power roof vent. This bathroom does have a window in it, which I do like. A lot of times you're probably going to have that closed, but it is nice to have natural light, and especially if you're out by yourself someplace, you can add that natural light. You're going to see that they use the standard Thetford foot flush plastic toilet down here in the bottom. We've talked about that before. It's an easy upgrade to porcelain if that's a big thing for you, but this one is standard with the plastic. Here in the bathroom counter, you're going to see a small acrylic sink with the standard little faucet, hot cold faucet there. You're not going to have a ton of countertop space, but again, it's a bunkhouse bathroom. It's going to be as usable as they can make it. Up above that, we have our medicine cabinet with some built-in shelves there. Something interesting here is your water pump and water heater switches are in the bathroom. It seems like it's inevitable if you step in to use the bathroom in your RV and you forget to turn the water pump on. It's always when you're trying to use the bathroom. So it's nice to have the switch right here. You reach right over, flip that switch on without having to go all the way back out the main floor to get your water pump working. Coming out of the bathroom, we're going to have a built-in little closet here, and this is going to be, you could use this for multiple things. These little shelves in here are removable, so you can take those out. You could add just a couple or leave them in, or whatever you want to do. And then up above it does have a hanging rod, so if you wanted to make this into a kid's clothes closet, you pull the top shelf out, have enough to hang some kids' clothes, and then have a couple of shelves here to be able to put clothes in. If you want to use it for a pantry for food, if that's more important for your trip, then you've got that option too. It's a very nice feature there. Down below that, you're going to see the power converter system, and this is going to be where your breaker box and fuse panel is located, as well as the converter that goes from 120 volt down to 12 volt DC. Down below that, you're going to see the inner vac central vacuum system. This is a 12 volt central vac that's built into the unit, and it was optional on this unit, but it was optioned with it, and it's nice to have that in there. Again, you can get a Dyson handheld, and that's fine. It works well. In fact, it works extremely well, but This, you don't have to find a spot for another vacuum. You've already got it built in from Heartland on the unit. In the slide out, you're going to see some nice overhead cabinetry, good LED lighting all the way through, and the entire unit interior is LED lighting, so that is a nice, gives it a nice bright interior in here, and it's very easy on the batteries. And then, of course, you are going to have the big U-shaped booth dinette. This will make a little bed. It's not great. The table has to have like a little leg thing that folds down to make it all work. But it is there. It's going to be better as a seating dinette than it is for a bed, certainly. But again, in a 24-foot camp trailer with double over double bunks and a queen in the front, how much sleeping do we really need? How many people are we really going to have in a unit this size? Of course, we do have some ventilation windows here in the slide out as well, on two sides of the walls there. Coming up towards the front bedroom, we have our entertainment center, and this is going to have some overhead storage. This one was optioned with a TV, so it does have it mounted standard inside. And the other cool thing about this particular floor plan, if I can make this all work, is by pulling that little pin, we can rotate our TV into our bedroom and not have to put in a second TV to be able to watch TV up in there. So it's a pretty interesting little piece of technology there to just simplify the unit. And again, these small units, we need to definitely save space anywhere we can. Down below, we have some storage here, and of course, we have the Furrion Entertainment Center there. That is going to have DVD built in as well, so you don't have to add DVD up above, of course. Just a shallow storage door, but it's nice to have that there. We do have, of course, our lighting and awning and slide-out switches all right there. Our bedroom closes off with a hard swing door. It's a nice big wide hard swing door that goes into the bedroom. The bedroom is a little bit snug in this model, I will say that. It is a 60 by 75, so this is going to be an RV size queen mattress in here, and you can get sheets and that type of thing that'll fit the RV queens. But, you know, again, even a home fitted sheet, you're just going to tuck in a little bit of the extra fabric on the end. It's about 5 inches shorter than a standard mattress. But again, we're trying to keep the trailers as short as we can overall length. On both sides of the bed, we're going to have a nightstand built in. It's going to be easier to see this one, with a little cubby in there, as well as an electrical outlet and a nightstand countertop built on the top. We have hanging storage on each side of the bed, and we do have a couple of additional storage doors up here overhead. Okay, and that's going to bring us back to, and I'm going to get a shot of this before I step out. Get a shot of how the TV looks in there, and that's a really cool little feature. The only thing I will tell you that I've had this system in one of my trailers, the only thing that's kind of difficult with it is the DVD player is on the other side of the wall, so you have to get your DVD in and started and make sure you're where you want it to be and hit play before you come get in bed, because your remote doesn't work through the wall. So that's the only downside to that little system that I found, but it's really nice to have that TV that does rotate into the bedroom to keep you from having to put in two. Before I step outside, I will mention, of course, I am here at the dealership, and it is noisy and windy outside today. It's super blustery out there, so I don't have the awning out all the way. I didn't want to have an awning detachment issue while I was doing the video here, so I didn't run that out all the way, but it's out enough where you can see what it is. Standard, power awning out there. I did also want to give you my thoughts as far as pluses and minuses on the coach. I love the size. I love how short the trailer is overall length. I love the fact that it is in that under 6,000 pound range dry weight. So, you're going to be, by the time you put water, batteries, propane, your gear in here, you can figure you're going to be about 7,000 down the road. Truly, that puts this trailer in the tow spec of some of the compacts. Like the Toyota Tacoma has certain models of that with the tow package are going to have a 7,500 pound tow rate. So truly, you're inside the spec on this trailer with that. So I really like that particular idea. The size of the unit is great. Along with that brings along the caveat that you're going to have some small spaces inside this unit. The bathroom in here is a little smaller than you're going to see in most bathrooms. Again, it's usable. There's nothing wrong with the bathroom. It is usable. It just doesn't have a lot of storage. Doesn't have a lot of countertop space. So that's something, could they have upgraded to a porcelain toilet? Sure, but again, that's an easy change. The other thing I was surprised at is to go at a big stainless steel gooseneck high-rise faucet like this, and then have the acrylic sink underneath. I feel like they could have gone to a stainless steel. I would have loved to seen a farm-style stainless in here. But again, that's one of those things where it's a look thing, it's fluff, it's not really changing the way the trailer is used, and it does cost additional money. So I have a hard time saying it should have that. but a lot of people are going to want to see that, I think, and that's kind of my thought with it too. The other thing is a 75-inch queen mattress up front for taller people. I hear it all the time. Oh, my feet hang off the end of the bed, or this or that. But the problem with it is to get the trailer this length, the bed has to be that size. And so that's where you just can't cheat the physics on a model like this. But again, you know, if you're not 6'4", I think you're going to be fine with the bed. It's going to be weekend camping mostly for a unit like this, and it's going to be fine. So that's the kind of things I look at. I am going to step outside. We'll go around the outside of the trailer here. I just want to give you kind of my thoughts on the interior before we stepped outside. The other thing I wanted to mention with Wilderness is the 2-inch full wall side panel. Your main wall here is a 2-inch panel. Most Ultra-Lites on the market, all the entry doors are the same depth. So if you see that behind the entry door there's a big step into the wall, that's going to tell you that you're going to have a much thinner wall. A lot of Ultra-Lites are either a 1-inch or a 1.5 inch, where this is a full 2-inch panel, giving you maximum insulation for a unit like this. Again, this unit is built out of the Boise, Idaho plant, Napa, Idaho actually, but Boise, Napa are almost one place now, for Heartland. So this is a Western built unit. It is designed to be out in our part of the world a little bit more than your standard Ultra-Lite. So that's something I do like. The 2-inch side panel is a little more rugged too. It's going to add some additional strength to the unit. So as we step out here, I'm going to give you a good overview of the unit. And of course you're going to see the exterior on the Wilderness is a two-tone silver and charcoal gray. That's a great looking exterior. It's got the 3/4 front fiberglass cap, which is automotive painted, and it's got a charcoal exterior with a silver kind of inlay on it. Down below that you're going to see the black diamond plate rock guard, and that's kind of a sacrificial lamb because that will get dented up with time, but that sheet can be changed out with another one, and it doesn't, you don't have to have your fiberglass repaired. So that's a nice feature there on the unit as well. You can see the power awning. Again, I didn't run it all the way out. That has the light strip, the LED light strip in the tube, so you will be able to see that. And I'm sorry the wind is just howling out here today, but hopefully the muff's covering up the microphone well enough you can hear me. Right here on the nose, you're going to see the LCI power jack that is featured here from Heartland on this unit. Directly behind that is two 20-pound LP tanks. Directly behind that, you're going to see the battery location. And this unit will have dual Group 24. That's two Group 24 batteries. Interstates is what Rocky Mountain has used for years and years. That's what they would install. Every dealer's a little different that way. You got to check with your dealer and find out what they're doing as far as batteries go. We do have a hitch-up light there on the front corner. We also have this big storage door as we come down the door side of the unit. This is a nice big storage compartment here, and this side, the door side door, is going to be very large. You can see that they kind of section off that other corner over there, and that's going to have the water heater inside of that, so that other door is going to be a little bit smaller on that side, but again, still very workable. We do have LED lights in here that you can use if you're down here at night. And this is all finished off very nicely. The other thing that Wilderness does is they insulate this upper deck panel here for the bed, so you're not getting any cold transfer out of your belly storage compartment. Your storage doors are going to be the nice thick insulated doors, as well as the slam baggage latches. You'll see that they do run just a standard stabilizer jack here down on the bottom, and I prefer this because you can get the adapter for your drill. The jacks, if you bend one, which happens pretty often in Montana, they're very cheap to replace and very easy. You can do it yourself, and again, like I said, with a little adapter on your cordless drill, you run those down in about 15 seconds for all four of them, so they're very easy to use. Down underneath, of course, you'll see this is a full enclosed underbelly that has all the tanks heated and enclosed and insulated. Most dealers are going to tell you that that's a 4-season coach. I'm going to tell you in Montana it's about 3 seasons. You try to get that 4th season, you're still going to have freeze-up issues in this part of the world, and that's any RV built. Coming down the door side here, your step is just your standard triple black steel entry step. Very common for the market, very usable, nothing wrong with that. You do have 15-inch tires here that are mounted up on radial rubber, radial tires, and I'm sorry, they're 14-inch tires on this particular model on alloy aluminum wheels. And then this is going to feature the wide track axle system. So you can see that the axles are set very widely apart, and that allows the chassis of the trailer to carry more weight and less on the tow vehicle. It also adds some sway control to the unit as it goes down the road. If you pull this versus a standard RV, you'd be amazed at how well this one tracks just because of this wider axle set. On the back corner, you're going to see a small outside kitchen. And this is going to feature your 2-burner outside grill, gas cooktop, I guess is what you would call this. We do have a little sink in here so we can wash our hands, and that's just invaluable when you're out in the woods, you know, dealing with dirt and fires and all that stuff, and fishing and the dog. It's great to have a place to wash your hands outside. We do also have a little electric-only College Boy refrigerator back here, and I tell people all the time that is almost worthless in Montana because you're just not going to be any place you have electricity to plug into, but that can always be pulled out, used at your house, and you use that for additional storage. On the back of the unit, you will see it was optioned with the rear flip-down storage rack. That little rack will carry about 200 pounds, I believe it's rated for, so you can put a cooler on there, generator, your extra firewood, that type of thing is going to sit right on that rear rack. It is prepped for the Furrion backup camera up on top there. It doesn't come with the camera, but it is prepped for it, so you can just plug the camera in and you be off and ready to run. On the off-door side of the unit, you're going to see a hot-cold outside shower, as well as city water connection and black tank flush. And then, of course, here's your 30-amp detachable power cord. I really like these marine-grade detachable power cords. The number one place for mice to come into an older unit, when they had the little door that flipped up and the cord that pulled out, the mice would walk right up the cord and right inside your trailer. So seeing this, this full marine-grade power cord here where there's no place to get in or out, that's 100% sealed, is really a nice feature. As we continue up the off-door side here, you're going to see the slide-out system. Heartland does use the cable pull slide system in this, and we have been very, very happy with this slide-out. It's seen very little maintenance. Slight adjustments here or there, nothing out of the ordinary, but very, very good, very lightweight. It doesn't require that big giant frame, and like I said, they've been on the market here with Wilderness since they started building these in 2013, and so it's got some history and it's done extremely well. Your water heater access is here, like I said, on the off-door side, and then just forward to that is, of course, our off-door storage compartment. On the front corner of the frame here, you'll see the little power attachment here, and this is for a portable solar panel. So if you want to plug in a portable solar panel, you can plug it in right here, and it's wired into the main battery system. So that's a nice little feature as well. Once again, we're the Happy Camper, coming to you from beautiful Butte, Montana. Rocky Mountain RV is a dealership that allows us to come out and play with their inventory. So if you're interested in this unit, I'm going to link to their website on this in our description, so you can see this particular unit, get pricing, that kind of thing, and all of that is on their website. So take a look at that if you're interested. RockyMTNRV.com. You can see all of their 200 units they have in stock, and pricing and pictures, and a lot of our videos on these units. They do use our videos for the listings. So once again, we really appreciate you watching. If you like our content, please like, share, and subscribe. It really helps the channel out. And from beautiful Butte, Montana, I'm going to give you a little shot of the mountains across from the dealership here. Thanks again. Happy camping.